Hello guys, this is Red from Red's Third Dimension Gaming, and I'm here with Tanakh127.
What's going on, guys? How you all doing today?
And you can find our channel links in the description below. And we're going to talk about E3 2016. This is the Sony edition. And they had so much content at this freaking press conference. I'm so happy. And the first thing that they showed off, I was like, "What is this? This is definitely Horizon." Like I thought, like they did have the music, and I was like, "Well, this could be what it ended up being." But once they started showing footage, the little kid looked like he could have been from the universe of Horizon,
Yeah.
Zero Dawn.
The way he was dressed and everything, he looked literally like he could have been that girl's like nephew or something.
Oh yeah, it looked like it, and I thought, well, what is this? And it eventually ended up being God of War, because you could see Kratos. I think Kratos. This could be. My friend thought this was his father. I have no idea.
I was thinking like the kid was Kratos.
That's what some people think. That's what my friend was telling me. He's like, I think Kratos is a boy here. Because if you remember playing the games, it didn't work too good for his family. It does look like Norse mythology. That's what the original God of War was supposed to be based around. But they kind of changed it into Greek mythology. And it was like, I am Sparta. That's what it looks like. And he doesn't sound like Kratos either. If you hear him, the actor does not sound the same. It could be the same actor, just different type of voice. And yeah, this game looks gorgeous. This was like, I don't know, this was up there with For Honor. This is a really beautiful looking game. And the combat is very similar to the other ones. He has an axe instead of his blades. What do you think about the combat? Did you like it?
Oh yeah, the combat was definitely awesome.
And
I like how interactive and everything it was too.
Oh yeah, for sure. And the killing animation was it was so good.
Yeah.
And what this one person said was the ogre troll looking thing. They think it's something about Valhalla, and that's something to do with Norse mythology. So I don't know exactly, but I'm gonna watch it back again. It's fun to watch. They had like about a 10-minute gameplay demo, and that's how they started E3. They started off pretty good. That game, you can definitely tell the difference between that and God of War 3 and Ascension. Unlike Gears of War 4 and the previous ones, they're starting to look the same.
Yeah, I definitely got to give it to Sony for the way they started their conference off. It was so epic. Everything down to
they had one trailer. They had one gameplay to the next trailer to the next trailer, and then more gameplay videos, and then they started talking.
They just didn't stop dishing out.
They let their games do the talking in this one.
Yeah.
What did you think about Days Gone?
Days Gone actually looks really cool.
God.
I would like to play a zombie survival game like that. I'm just hoping that maybe there could possibly be some type of multiplayer in there.
I don't think it is. It looks similar to like a game from Naughty Dog called The Last of Us. Kind of looks similar to that, but really, really cool. Yeah, this is made by Bend. They've been working on a game for a long time, and I'm assuming it's this one. Yeah. And it looks amazing. And what did you think about the combat in this one? Like in the
combat
gameplay?
Definitely looks good. The shooting mechanics and everything look very solid. But the reason I was just hoping, there would be multiplayer or something. Your odds in that game just seem very low. Like that guy in that trailer, he was heavily outnumbered. Like to be by yourself, you're going against some serious stuff in it. Like just floods and
Sony has their own. This looked like when I saw the Xbox One. This game looked much better than that one. This one just like blew it out of the water when I saw it. It looked so good. And then after this game, they announced, like, they didn't announce anything actually. They showed a new trailer for The Last Guardian, which
that looks really good.
Like literally, like this conference, if you looked at like how many people were watching it, it was like hundreds and hundreds of thousands. And compared to like Microsoft and the other ones were so little, and so many people were watching this, and it was awesome. The Last Guardian looked beautiful, and they showed a second. What is his name? Trico? Is that the name of the creature? I'm not sure what that is. One time I thought that's what they named him, but they showed a different one.
Sure.
They showed a second one, and from what someone was saying after the gameplay, they were saying that maybe your guy dies or something. Your creature, your pet thing, dies because there's more than one in the game. But I have no idea. It was like a dark one. It looked cool. Did you watch the trailer?
The trailer for
The Last Guardian, the new one.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Oh yeah, this one looks so good, and they got a release date. It's coming out on October 25th, which I can't wait for that. It's gonna be an awesome game.
Yeah, that one blew me away. I can't wait to play that. That I definitely wanna get.
And what did you think of Horizon Zero Dawn? They just literally came one game after the next, and this was a gameplay demo, and this game looks gorgeous.
Yeah, Horizon, and the thing I like about it is too, like, you can almost tell that game is made by Guerrilla. It literally looks like an RPG kind of set like in a Killzone type universe, no lie. Like the robots they have.
The robo dinosaurs, I love dinosaurs, and I've been waiting for a dinosaur game, and this looks sweet.
Yeah, they look like things you would see in Killzone. It's awesome. And that they shocked me too, for somebody that's been, doing so many FPS, they're definite in an RPG.
And this is a third person RPG game.
I was just like, wow. They really shocked me with this one.
Like, I can't wait for Ark whenever that comes out. But this game is like off the chains. It's awesome. And there was also in the game, you saw some different gameplay mechanics that you didn't see before. Like, all they showed before was trailers. There's one part where she was whistling to get her creature to come back or attack or something. And you gotta see a lot more of the bow, and you gotta see all that.
Weapons, everything. A few different types of creatures, and it seems like every battle too is like really different. It requires you to take a different approach or strategy, because all those creatures just out strength you just like totally. You got to be cautious like how you approach everything, and I do like that feel of that game.
Yeah, exactly. What did you think of the next trailer that came out then? Detroit Beyond Human, or Become Human. Sorry. I'm thinking of Beyond Two Souls because it's a David Cage game. Yeah. It's the same studios that made Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain.
Yeah, I was actually a big fan of Heavy Rain, and this actually reminded me a lot of...
First off, do you remember it being announced before? They actually announced this before. This is just a new trailer for it.
No, I didn't. I don't even remember hearing about this game.
It was, they had something last year for it. I don't remember if it was at E3 or Gamescom, but they had it. They didn't show much for it. They just showed Detroit, and they didn't show much. But this shows off over almost 5 minutes of the game, and it's really awesome.
Wow. Huh. Yeah, I had no idea, but no, it looked really good. It definitely reminded me and gave me that Heavy Rain vibe again. Like I guess like the whole detective crime solving.
Yeah, and he seems to be the guy you saw, it seems to be like some type of cop android type of guy. Yeah. So it's kind of futuristic, and that end part with the little girl, you don't think he's gonna take her off the thing because we're not gonna show that off, and then he actually does try to do.
Yep, and then they show you there's 1,000 different ways you can handle the situation.
Oh,
So I'm actually
yeah.
looking forward to this one. I think it's really cool. It definitely took me back to
Oh, I
the
love
whole
Heavy
Heavy Rain.
Rain.
So,
Actually,
yeah,
like Beyond Two Souls more, but apparently people didn't like the game. They didn't like there was not enough gameplay. But there's a lot of games like that. I liked it. The Walking Dead. And that got Game of the Year, but this game, that's the only thing that made me mad about that.
yeah,
I don't want to rant too much, but it's like you gave Walking Dead, which hardly has any gameplay, and Beyond Two Souls, you're saying it sucks because it doesn't have enough gameplay, but it has more gameplay than that. So, and there's a lot of choices and stuff in that
yeah.
game.
The Walking Dead literally offers no element of
I know,
challenge.
and
You
it
can
got
literally
such good
platinum that game
reviews,
by
and
playing
it got like I like it though. I like it, but I don't. I think people are contradictory on that because you say this game's bad because it doesn't have enough and the things they're complaining about that is what Walking Dead actually had less of. So.
it. Right.
Oh man, people already have Resident Evil 7 up. And that's our next gameplay topic. There is Resident Evil 7, which this is like the first time that I thought, there's a couple times where I thought Silent Hills was going to be somehow in Sony's hands. This trailer, they took a lot out of Silent Hills and they added it to, and this is the first, I think, virtual reality game that they showed off at Sony's press conference. So all the next games, I think, are all virtual reality. Resident Evil 7 was announced, and it looked like Silent Hills, literally, from start to beginning. And it looks like survival horror. I'm sure it'll be a little, Silent Hills was very slow-paced, but that was just a demo, too. This one probably will be a little faster than that. I don't think it's gonna be super fast because they're trying to go with the all horror route, and this comes out on January 24th. It's supposed to be available right now. I didn't see it in my store, but someone has it. Apparently, someone's live streaming it right now. Maybe it's on the Japanese store. We're gonna have to check that out then. It might be on the Japanese store. We're gonna have to look for that.
Might go grab that. I'm about to hit the search bar.
Yeah, I want to play that. It's supposed to be available right now. You can play the demo of it, and oh my gosh, it kicked ass. That I am so. Yeah, and it was called Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, subtitle Biohazard. And if you don't know what that is, that's what it literally translates to in Japan. Usually it's Biohazard 6 or 7. That's what it usually is, but they're trying to go with the horror route, and I can't wait to play it. Because I love PT, and this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
But it might be better than that, so I don't know. And it looked like a new character, too. It didn't look like... It wasn't Leon. It wasn't Chris. It looked like a brand new character in that game. Yeah, you have any other thoughts about Resident Evil 7? Now you just want to hurry up and get this done with so you can play it.
The only thought I have about it now is that I want to play it.
Yeah. There were more VR games shown. Farpoint. I thought all these looked pretty good. I just hope they're not... If they're like $60 games, I won't be buying them all whenever I get VR. But by the time I get VR, they might be cheap. They showed VR Battlefront Mission. So basically I don't know if it's just one part of the Star Wars Battlefront universe that you're playing in VR. But that's cool. There is a Batman Arkham VR game coming, so that'll be cool. That's coming out in October, which that could be the whole, we saw there's a remaster coming in I think that's coming out in October too. Maybe it's just having VR support with it, so that's cool. Final Fantasy 15 was showed off with VR, and I thought this gameplay was much better than the Xbox conference.
Definitely. And
there is a Final Fantasy 15 movie. I think we covered that in Xbox One conference too. Yeah, there's a movie coming out for that. Also Call of Duty, I kind of tuned out. We already had space gameplay in Ghosts, so
you didn't like any of the Call of Duty?
I just don't care. I did like the remastered trailer they had for Call of Duty Remastered, and
it's definitely I feel like a little bit more hopeful after seeing some gameplay. I'll say
I'm
the
confused
gameplay.
here though. So it says the campaign mode will be playable 30 days early on PlayStation, assuming you pre-order the appropriate edition. Does that mean that so for PlayStation owners we get Call of Duty Modern Warfare remastered early, like the whole story mode for that early?
Yeah,
That's cool. I like that.
Early.
It's gonna piss off a lot of Xbox fans, but but I don't want to buy Infinite War. I'm gonna wait, and I think they will release it separate because a lot of people aren't only buying it because of that game.
But they're not going to do it till like probably
I think they will eventually.
halfway through that game's life cycle at least.
It's gonna be
Quite a while.
Because the thing is, people are gonna bitch and bitch and bitch enough.
And if it doesn't sell well at all, then
they're not gonna have it.
They'll probably release it like the next month or next week or so. It has, I think when I saw it, they compared the numbers at the same time. It was like 16,000 pre-orders in the U.S. compared to Black Ops 3, which had 400 to 500,000 units pre-ordered, and it was like at 16,000 or 20,000, and that's a lot lower. So the next thing they showed was Crash Bandicoot, which I didn't want the rumors to be true, but the one thing I hope the remaster is good. If the remaster is like just, oh, we're just gonna throw the PlayStation version, like the original PlayStation versions, onto the PS4, it's okay, but I would rather have like a fully remastered, like Ratchet and Clank style, for the PS4. But they're gonna release Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3, with Warped, the third one, on the remastered on the PlayStation 4. They didn't talk about it at all, but that's cool. Skylanders Imaginations is gonna have a Crash exclusive for PlayStation, and I thought it looked terrible to me. Did you like the gameplay? Like it didn't seem right, and it didn't sound like Crash. They made it like a kid Crash.
In the game, I was just like, come on.
Isn't Crash already for kids? Like I don't understand why you'd have to change his voice either. They made it sound more kid-like.
I don't know what the point of that was.
It's Activision is what it is. This isn't the last thing either. This is the big one. This is like the biggest thing out of the conference. Hideo Kojima came out with Death Stranding, which I literally thought it was Silent Hills. I knew that was Norman Reedus right away, and I was like, the baby. There's the little baby from the sink,
Right.
The fetus baby. So I thought it was that, but it wasn't. It was just a baby and Norman Reedus, and it could literally be very closely related, like how Silent Hills. It could
definitely.
It has that horror theme.
Yeah,
So it has Norman Reedus, and if you don't know who that is, he's from The Walking Dead. And yeah. And Kojima's working on it, and I wish Del Toro was still on it. I don't know, he could be on it. Maybe they'll get Del Toro to come back and work on it. He makes a lot of horror movies and TV shows. Did you ever see The Strain?
No, I've never seen that.
Awesome TV show. I think it's on FX. He worked on that, and he works on a lot of horror movies. But he was on a PT project, and then he kind of got upset because he was like, every game I try to work on, it ends up ruining people, because every game he's ever tried to work on, like, the company ends up going out of business. But it looked good. It was like a mix between Walking Dead and like PT. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I wish that had a demo.
Yeah, what? Jeez, that would be nice. Play that.
But that was definitely, that and Resident Evil were definitely my favorite. Well, there's a lot, actually. Spider-Man was the next game announced, and it's made by Sucker Punch. So I'm assuming Sony now has the rights back to the games of, because Activision was making games like all the time. So I'm assuming Sony now has the rights to the maybe they bought them back. They have the movie rights to Spider-Man, so now they're working on a game for that. And I actually think they gave it over to Marvel, the movie. I'm not sure. But they're working on a new game. It looked cool. I can't wait to see what Insomniac has, because they made Infamous, and Infamous is very close to Spider-Man. Like it's very close to that type of style. So I can't wait to see what Insomniac has. So, I didn't let you talk much. I'm excited. So what did you think of that those last parts there?
Which one, like Spider-Man and
the Spider-Man and the Death Stranding.
Well, Death Stranding, I've been a fan of Kojima's since literally the first Metal Gear Solid.
I didn't expect that at all. Like, he was showing these like preview pictures and stuff. It looked nothing like, it wasn't even anything closely related.
I was thinking, we were gonna get some like crazy type of.
I thought we were getting a shooter.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, all right, a freaking.
But I'm happy. Yeah, I'm not sad.
He's gonna make some like Metal Gear killer, but this dude, went to his roots. But the thing is, like, he knew how devastated people were after that canceled PT project and everything. So he definitely is going in the right direction. And this game, and just judging by what I saw, like the game starts, you see like all the dead crabs, dead fish, and stuff like that. I was like, all right, it's definitely based something around horror. And then once I saw the guy from The Walking Dead, I was like,
once I saw Norman Reedus, I was like, wait, are we still getting the Silent Hills?
I was like,
that happened twice. They fooled me.
Game. And then Spider-Man looks pretty cool. Like I said, like you had said, the fact that Insomniac's behind it, the makers of Infamous and stuff. I trust it, and I think the concept of it will probably be done even better than usual. So I'm expecting that to be a pretty.
The only thing I didn't like about the games, like, I know it's a minor complaint, is where's his web going when you're already in the air above the buildings? Like, you just randomly shoot and it'll just go up above the buildings. It's like, oh, that's weird. But I don't know if they ever fix that in the newer games.
I have no idea. But that is a funny thing. I didn't even notice that myself.
Looking for Resident Evil. I don't see it. Oh, I'm going to have to look at the Japanese store. The European store might have it. Oh, but you guys will definitely have to check that out. Check out Tanax, his gameplay for Resident Evil 7, because I know he's going to do it. Yep. And I'm going to do it. And
I can't do it because you have to have PlayStation Plus on your Japanese account, and I don't have it again.
Do the free trial if you can.
Shit, that's right. Okay.
Do free trial.
Fuck, I forgot about
and
that.
then it'll be like you won't understand anything, but who the fuck cares? All they're gonna do is talk in Japanese. You should see if they have in the European first, if you can. And they might have it in there. But yeah, that's our thoughts on that. We really want to play Resident Evil 7, and we want to play Kojima's. I want to play everything except for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and the Crash Bandicoot Skylanders. And I swear, Sony, please give me analog stick controls for Crash Bandicoot. Oh my god. That's why I kept dying. That, and I hope they fix some of the gameplay, because it's a very dated game. God of War, oh man, I've been talking about that. God of War was amazing. And they didn't even give it wasn't God of War 4, it's just God of War. So I'm assuming it's coming out next year probably. And it'll look even better. And it'll probably have VR eventually. This next year is going to be so big for Sony. This year has already been so big. And yeah. They need to show Gravity Rush, which they'll show off TGS and Gamescom. So we still got those conferences. And we got Hellblade supposed to come out this year. That'll probably be at Gamescom. So many games they didn't even show, and that are going to be awesome. So let us know your thoughts, and I'd give this a 10 out of 10. Like I said, it was amazing. I would give it a 9.9. How about that? Because of Crash Bandicoot Skylanders. Because they half gave me that game. 9.9. What would you give it? Was it better than Ubisoft?
Yeah, definitely better than Ubisoft.
So it has to be higher than 9.
I was gonna give it a 10, but I'm just gonna go with your 9.9 or 9.8 rating because of
So
that freaking
Like Crash Bandicoot, they
Bandicoot
kind of like
Skylanders.
gave us something we wanted, but then they're like, "Oh, here's Skylanders. We
Yeah.
don't want that."
It's just like, all right, we gotta screw this up somehow. Toss something dumb in there. Come
And
on.
that was leaked too. Like people were saying how there's going to be the Skylanders with Crash on it. So thank you guys for watching. Check out our Resident Evil 7 coverage and our E3 coverage of the other videos. I'm sure you'll find them. We'll have links in the description and maybe cards, that little I button up there, and annotations maybe. So thank you guys. Check out both our channels and see ya.
Later, guys.